Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. To those of you who are new here, my name is Nawfa Nurie and thank you so much for clicking on this video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about self-doubt and how you can overcome self-doubt. So what is self-doubt? Many a times we want to achieve something in life and we have this voice in our head which tells us negative things about ourselves, like that you're not capable enough, you cannot do this, you will not never be able to achieve this. It makes us doubt our own capabilities and makes it extremely difficult to seize our opportunities, to identify our opportunities and to work on them. So what do we do in such a situation? Like, imagine that you really want to achieve something, you really want to do something, but this destructive voice in your own head stops you, tells you that you will not be able to do this, you are not good enough. How many of us have been in these situations when we really want to do something but we're just not able to because of our internal dialogue? Doing something different and trying something new is already so difficult for us. Like, we use a lot of willpower to have the courage to go and try something different. And then self-doubt can step in and it can kill our creative power to actually come up with a solution for that. How many times did we stay up all night before a big presentation, before a big meeting or anything big the next day, just thinking about how it's going to be, how the future is going to turn out? This is just because we have no idea of how the future is going to be. But isn't that the best part? I mean, we don't know what the future holds, so we can actually create it ourselves with our good thoughts. So really, when thoughts like these come to your mind that, will you make it? Will you succeed? You have to realize that thoughts are imaginary and your thoughts create your life. So if you nourish the self-doubt thoughts, they will only grow. Like, your thoughts have only the power that you give them. There are many simple ways that can help you to create that change, create that confidence and to kill self-doubt. And this is what we're going to talk about in this video. The introduction has turned pretty long already, so let's jump into the video. We have to understand that our thoughts are emotions and not facts. Like, everything that comes in our mind as a thought is just a product of our own mind and our own imagination. These are not facts at all. Like, so many times in our life, we dread something and we fear something horrible to happen. But how many times does it actually happen? Not many at all. So it's just a product. Like, we trouble ourselves by thinking about the negative outcomes and the negative things that can happen, and they don't really come to pass. So we must identify this, that what we think is only a product in our mind, and we shouldn't pay much attention to any negative dialogue that comes in our mind, and anyway, keep moving ahead. To understand where this self-doubt is coming from. Is it sabotaging you? For example, many people have the fear of public speaking. So if you go back to the past and you think maybe in their childhood they must have had these experiences where they went on to speak and they were mocked by people, or they just didn't have a very pleasant experience in front of a crowd, and this has kind of got into your subconscious mind and it's sabotaging you every single time that you attempt to speak in front of the public. So you really have to understand that where this thought is actually coming from. If you keep thinking about your past failures, you will not be able to move through it. So the thing to do here again is, whenever you have these thoughts in your mind, identify that this is a past experience. This has happened in the past and this doesn't have to repeat in the future. I will work on myself. I will not pay attention to the past failures or experiences, and I will move ahead and take action. Once you have identified where these self-doubts are coming from, you have to stop them immediately. You can have like a small internal dialogue, like maybe again for the public speaking, like, it comes in your mind that no, this is not something you can do. You're not a confident speaker. Stop it then and there. Tell your mind, no. Like, you are not having that discussion with me again. I can do this and I will do this, and watch me do this. Challenge your mind. Take control. Do the things that you want to do. Don't let your self-dialogue stop you from doing whatever you want to do. Get a boost of motivation and optimism. Now, motivation is something that you have to keep giving yourself constantly. It's not like, okay, today I heard a very interesting motivational audio and I'm going to be thinking the same thing, 7 days down the line. It doesn't work like that. Listen to some audiobooks, listen to some podcasts. There are some amazing podcasts out there which give you that real boost that you need in your, positivity, in your level of motivation. Do that. When you see other people doing things, when you see other people's examples, when you see them share things that can really help you, it makes you feel wonderful. It makes you feel you can achieve it too. There are a number of podcasts that I really like. You can definitely listen to Jay Shetty. You can listen to Impact Theory, Women of Impact. I'm going to link them down all below. These podcasts have really helped me. I love listening to them and I'm sure you will too. Take the time to celebrate your small wins. Don't get so busy in just focusing on the big goal. Every time you achieve even something small, give yourself that credit, give yourself that boost. It will make you feel that all the action that you're taking are amounting up to something, are leading you somewhere. It will give you that internal boost and make you feel really good. You can have like a tasty snack, you can watch your favorite movie, TV show. Just give yourself this little reward, and this will remind you that you are on the right path. You are doing amazing. It will increase your self-confidence. It will give you the self-boost, and it will make it very difficult for that negative talk to keep going on in your head, because now you're seeing results. Now you're achieving things. Now you're moving forward. You can see a chain reaction, and that's exactly what we need. We need to be in the flow of going on and on and on with our action towards our goal. Talk to someone about it. Now, how easy does it sound? But often it's one of the most difficult things to do. Like, when you're drowning in self-doubt, you don't really want to go and speak to someone, but that is not the right thing to do. You must find someone to speak to, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your best friends, whether it's your parents, because you have to realize that all these self-doubts and all this thought that you have going on is just your own perspective. It is not the perspective of the world. These are not facts. So when you speak to someone about it, oftentimes just speaking to them, it makes you realize that you're really probably blowing something out of proportion. It helps you see their perspective and understand the situation better from someone else's eye, which makes you analyze it better, think better, understand it better. The worst thing to do at the time that you're having self-doubt is, instead of speaking to people, you dig deep in for more imperfections. This only makes you think of all the things which are not even probably related to the situation. It just makes you feel all the negative things that you've experienced in the past, all the negative things that you can think about possibly, and it reduces your self-confidence. So never ever dig deep for more negative outcomes. How is that gonna ever help anybody? Should never do that. Don't compare yourself to others. You must realize that everything that you know of somebody else is what they put out there, is what they share. So everything that you see on social media as someone's life's highlight reels, you know nothing about their journey, you know nothing about where they come from. What you should instead do is see your own journey, right? Like, see what and where you were 3 years ago and where you are today because of all the action that you have taken. See your own success. See how you have grown as a human being. This will help you, with all that self-motivation, all that self-confidence, to see how much you have achieved in life. You have to understand that you're your own person, and that is something to be so thankful for, that everybody has their own individuality, and you should absolutely celebrate that, whether it's your positive points, it's your uniqueness, even those weird traits that you might have. It makes you a complete package, and that's in every way worth a celebration. Start keeping a journal. Now, journaling is so helpful in so many ways, but specifically when it comes to self-doubt, when you have some certain thoughts and you put it down on paper, it helps you to break the whole situation and understand it better, understand where these thoughts are coming from and how you can improvise on them. And not just this, over a period of time, when you see how you have been breaking down your thoughts and the experiences in your life into a book, whether it's good or bad, it just teaches you so much about yourself and how you have grown as a person. And I think that is a wonderful feeling. It's wonderful to have a journal. I have a journal. It's called a 5 minutes journal, which I recently got. Before that, I used to make notes in just like a notepad, but I'm really enjoying writing in this journal. I wake up every morning and I just write the first few thoughts that I have and what I'm looking forward to in my day. And it just puts you in such a beautiful mood for the day, and it helps you really see, over time, how your days have been, spent. So I think it's really, really amazing. You have to remember that people really don't care so much about what you do or what you say. So that in no way should be something in your mind why you stop yourself from doing something that you really want to do. Like, people are already so busy in their lives. They have their own hands full with their work, with their family. So for you to worry about, what are people going to say? What are people going to think? It's doing nobody any good. You must always think about what you really want to do, what you really want to say, and do it. Trust me, once you start doing this, once you start speaking your mind, start being yourself, you'll just feel so great about yourself, and you'll never be able to go back to the person that you used to be just to please everybody. You should really, really, really just care about what you truly want to do and not what other people want to see you do in any way. This is your life. You must lead it completely how you want to lead it. So never let a self-doubt come in your mind based on other people's, other people's behavior towards you. Not at all. See failures for what they really are. Blessings in disguise. Like, many times we have like a setback, and we start doubting ourselves that, oh, you know, we did this mistake, we're not good enough, we failed, we let this get to us. Now that is a very wrong attitude to have. Like every time something goes wrong, every time you fail at something, you have to see what have you learned here. Because if you have taken a learning out of that failure, then there is no way that you will make that same mistake again. So you can never ever fail in that way again. So that is completely out. That is one way that you know does not lead you to success. So now your job is to take action to move towards the other things which may lead you to success. Always have that positive outlook on life and on failures, because failures help you live life fully, help you actually realize, like, you know, all the struggles that you've put into this, all the hard work that you've put into this, what lesson has it taught you? It's bringing you closer to your victory. Trust me, every single time that you fail, just bounce back up again and go at it. Just keep on moving. Sharpen your skills. You know, I think I did this too earlier, like when I was planning to start my YouTube like about 2 years ago, and I didn't do it because I used to think, oh, I don't have the right camera, I don't know what am I going to go speak about. So I stopped myself and I just started YouTube, like, as you know, around a month ago. But I've just only realized I still don't have a proper camera. I'm shooting from my phone. I didn't know what am I going to talk about when I made my first video, but I thought about it, I sat down, I noted the ideas that I'll speak about, I kept working at it, and now it's an effect. Now I cannot stop thinking about what I'm going to do next on my YouTube. It's just these thoughts that keep coming to me with excitement that, okay, you know, you should do this for your YouTube or that for your YouTube. You have to absolutely understand that skills are something that you don't have to always wait to be completely 100% ready to go into something. Even if you have a rough plan, just get into this and sharpen your skills along the way. That's the best thing to do, because once you're at it, once you are taking the action, there's so much that you learn because you're out there. You'll learn, you'll make improvements, your skills will only get better. It's extremely important to just go for it and wait. Just don't wait for that perfect moment, because more often than not, that perfect moment never comes. Just get up and get onto it and do it. Have a plan, see what you want to do, even if it's a rough plan, but just start working towards it and everything, trust me, will fall into place. This is our last point, but it is so important. It's control your environment. Control your environment doesn't only mean, you know, the space that you're in. It also means that the people who are taking over in space in your mind. So let's talk about physical space first. It's so important to keep your surroundings clean, to be in that clean state of mind, which it just keeps you more positive. Keep your room clean. When you wake up in the morning, make your bed the first thing. I've seen so many people who just, you know, let their covers and let their bed just be completely, you know, out of place, and that actually has an effect on your mind. You might not realize it now, but it does. Make sure that your surroundings, your work desk is absolutely clean. So this is really important. Your physical surroundings should be clean, so you have to control that in your environment, and also the people that you surround yourself with. How many times have we heard that we are a product of the 5 people that we spend most amount of time with? It actually is extremely true. You have to be so conscious and careful about who you're giving your energy to and who you're allowing in your life and in your mind. So be very mindful of the people that you spend time with and what do you take away from them. Yeah, so it's really important that you control your physical and your mental environment for killing self-doubt and for your growth. So to sum it all up, I would just like to say that be very consistent, be very committed. This is something that you have to do every single day. I have been personally going at it from the past 2 to 3 years. Every time I have a doubt come into my mind, I talk to myself about it, that, you know, does this doubt even have any meaning, or it's just me negative talking myself and stopping myself from doing the things that I want to do. And trust me, it has helped me so much over the past few years to recognize that so many times what we think is just something that is kind of sabotaging ourselves and our progress, and you must realize that and move past it. And now you have the tips and tricks from everything that I've mentioned, what I use in my life, which will really help you to overcome that self-doubt. Soon, you know, there will be a time where trying something new or moving into the unknown would not be so scary anymore. I have personally experienced this, and I really hope that you experience everything that you want in life and never let self-doubt bother you. Do let me know how you have liked this video. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you have liked this video, give it a huge thumbs up and don't forget to share it and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you do not miss out on any of my video notifications. I will see you super soon in my next video. Till then, you take care.